Welcome back to my Oklahoma Sooners Dynasty here on College Football 25. Now, you may be confused as to why this is going to be titled the series finale, and that is because, honestly, with this series, I'm not having as much fun as I was at the start. The views are also down on this series, and ultimately, if it does not grow the channel, it's really not beneficial for me to put the time in, but I don't want to just end it in the middle of Season 2. So in this episode, we will be simulating the rest of the games and seeing if we can end Season 2 with a national championship as well. Now, obviously, the way I will be simulating the rest of this year is going to be a bit different than the rest of these games that I have done so far. Pretty much what I'm going to do is jump in and simulate most of the game. If it is close in the last couple minutes, we will jump in, but if not, we will go right to the final score. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into the first game of this episode against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And this one ended up not being close at all. Final score is 28-10, and we improved to 5-2 on the year. Hopefully that will knock us back into the top 10. It would actually bump us all the way up to number 7, but now in our next game we get to stay on the road, this time traveling to Tennessee to take on the 5-3 Volunteers, and let's see what kind of team ratings we are looking at. We are slightly higher rated than them. However, in this game we will get to jump in. It's a 1st and 10 from the 48. Arnold will drop back to pass to screen to the outside, caught by Sawchuk, who is met immediately and brought down. Just a 1-yard play. Obviously we're down by 6. We have all 3 timeouts and a minute 40 to go. Now a 2nd and 9. He'll drop back to pass again. He's going to go deep downfield, and that one's going to fall incomplete. That sets up a 3rd and 9. Arnold back in shotgun. Will drop back to pass under pressure. Gets rid of it to the outside, and that one's going to be intercepted. And Tennessee will take over as long as they don't have a pick 6, and they will. So touchdown Volunteers. That will put this game away. And on top of that, they would actually end up adding a field goal to it. So the final score of this one is 31-16. And that loss would drop us all the way down to number 17 in the country right now. But our next game is a home game against Missouri in a rivalry matchup. So let's see exactly how well we match up against them today. And we have another close one. Up by 7, they have no timeouts with 35 seconds to go. Our defense needs to come up with a stop. Their quarterback's apparently wearing number 21. Hit as he throws, and that one's going to fall incomplete. That brings up a 2nd and 10. They're going to come out in shotgun now from their own 26-yard line. He will take the snap and look to pass again. Stay in the pocket, going downfield. That'll be caught for the 1st down, and he gets forced out of the 43. But because he went out of bounds, he does stop the clock now with 26 seconds to go in the game. He will drop back to pass again, going downfield. That'll be tipped in the air and fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10 with 22 seconds to go in the game. He will take the snap and look to pass. He's going to fire to the outside. That is going to be caught along the sideline. No, it was actually forced out, so it's a 3rd and 10. With 18 seconds remaining. Back in a shotgun set from the 43-yard line still. He will take the snap and look to pass again. He's going to lob this down the sideline to absolutely nobody. With now 15 seconds to go in the game. He will drop back to pass again. Standing in the pocket. He's under pressure. Gets rid of it downfield, and that one will fall incomplete. Oklahoma will get out of here with a victory. It doesn't appear that it was a very pretty win over a 2-6 Missouri team, but we do get the win to improve to 6-3 on the year. Moving on to the next week, we go up from number 17 to 15 as we get to take on the 3-6 South Carolina Gamecocks. But taking a look at the conference standings right now, we are number 4. So in order to get into the SEC Championship, we are going to need just a little bit of help, but we need to take care of business today against South Carolina first. And in what was a very low-scoring game until the 4th quarter, we get out of here with a win 17-6. With that victory, we move up another couple spots in the top 25. We are now up to number 13. But in the conference standings, we are still sitting at number 4 here, so not much has changed there. But our next game is back in Norman as we take on the Auburn Tigers. And this one ends up not being much of a competition. Final score is 45-10, so hopefully our offense has now found their rhythm again. As we move on to our final regular season game of the year here in Week 14, taking a look at the conference standings, we are still sitting at number 13, and I would like to look at the conference standings, not the top 25. We are number 3 right now in the SEC, so we need Tennessee to lose their last conference game so we can try to sneak in to play Arkansas in the SEC Championship. However, none of that will matter if we cannot defeat LSU in Norman. And it would appear we are going to run away with this one. The final score of this game is 31-10, so we finished the regular season at 9-3. Now, did we get the help we would need from Tennessee? Or I guess the better question would be, did we get the help against Tennessee that we would need? And no, we did not. They finished with 6-2 in conference play. We are number 10 though, so we should be good to make the college football playoffs, but it is going to be incredibly close. But fortunately for us, we do manage to sneak in, and our first opponent will be at Florida State, so that's going to be a pretty tough matchup for us. Here is the rest of the college football playoff bracket, so we officially get in as the 11th seed to take on the 6th seeded Florida State. If we win this game, we will get a chance to take down the SEC champion Arkansas though. Remembering back to season 1, we started in this round of the playoffs and ended up winning a national championship. Let's see if we can try to pull that off again. And what has been a close game the entire time, we take over with a minute 27 to go here in the game, and Florida State has all 3 timeouts. We just need to run down the clock with a handoff to Gavin Sawchuk, and we get a first down on the very first play of the drive. So Florida State has to burn that first timeout. Now a minute 23 to go. From the 40-yard line, we go back to Sawchuk again, going up the middle, and this time it's a gain of about 5 yards, but there is an injury, so it forces them to burn their second timeout. Not that they weren't going to burn it already. That sets up a 2nd and 4, so it was officially a 6-yard run. Arnold back in shotgun. Sawchuk still in the backfield. From the 35, we give it to Sawchuk, and he gets the first down, and we will get out of here with a victory. And like I said before the game, our opponent will be the SEC champion Arkansas Razorbacks, and here you can see the rest of the matchups in the quarterfinal round. But now can we go into the Sugar Bowl and take care of business? And our season and the series will come down to this. A minute to go in the game. We are down by 3. Arnold going deep downfield and missing his receiver. Now just 57 seconds to play. Back in a shotgun set again from a 2nd and 10. Sawchuk in the backfield. Arnold will drop back. He's firing to the outside. Caught by Fierro for the first down across the 40, and he's brought down as we burn our first timeout. Now we'll come out in a shotgun set again. Officially at the 42-yard line. Arnold will once again be looking to pass, and he's going to get sacked on the play. We will burn our second timeout there to bring up a 2nd and long. Officially, it's a 2nd and 17 with 49 seconds to go in the game. Arnold back in shotgun again. Will drop back to the pass, and a quick throw to the outside. Caught, and Nick Anderson's out of bounds. With 45 seconds to go, we face a 3rd and 9. Arnold back in shotgun. Will drop back and look to pass. He's going to fire this downfield, and we have the first down as Nick Anderson, or Jaden Gibson, I believe, actually got completely punished on that, but we burn our final timeout with 40 seconds to go in the game. Arnold will drop back to pass again. Staying in the pocket. He steps up and will throw this one away. With 35 seconds to play. On a 2nd and 10. Arnold will look to pass. He's going to load up and go deep downfield. Does he have a man? Yes, he does, and it's a touchdown to Deion Burks in the final seconds of the Sugar Bowl. Arkansas will come out with 25 seconds to play from their own 21-yard line. They need to get into the end zone. They do have all 3 timeouts. He will look to pass to open the drive. Going down the sideline, finds his man all the way to the 37. A solid start to the drive for the Razorbacks. Back in a shotgun set again. See if he looks for another quick pass or looks to go downfield. He will be looking to pass, obviously, though. And it's a quick throw underneath, caught by his man, who was immediately brought down. Now, will they burn a timeout? Apparently not, despite the fact they have 3. Okay, they finally do burn one. I don't know why you would wait till 11 seconds to go in the game to burn that, but whatever. 2nd and 5. From the 42, he'll drop back. He's going deep over the middle, finds his man, and that will put them in position to just throw one to the end zone and hope for the best. With 8 seconds to go, hell, and 1 timeout, they could get even closer if they wanted to. He will look to pass, though. Standing back in the pocket, now loading up and going deep to the end zone, and this one will be incomplete, but there is 1 second left on the clock. We need the defense to make one more play, and we are headed back to the semifinals. From the 38-yard line, final play of the Sugar Bowl. He will look to pass, obviously, under pressure, gets rid of it deep downfield, into traffic, and that one will be, I believe, caught, but he was out of bounds, so it is incomplete, and the Sooners will escape with a victory. Looking at the next round of the playoff bracket, we will obviously take on Ohio State, who is number 6 in the country, comes in as the 7th seed, and on the other side, it is Oregon against Texas A&M. So should Oklahoma and A&M both win this game, it'll be an SEC championship or an SEC national championship. And if Oregon and Ohio State win, it would be a Big Ten national championship. Obviously, I don't really care who wins the other game. I just really hope we can pull out the win here in the Peach Bowl. And it will be another close one for Oklahoma. Down by 3, a minute 59 to play. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Arnold with a quick throw caught by Nick Anderson. That's a gain of a few yards. Now it's going to lead to a 2nd and 6. Arnold back in shotgun will drop back to pass. Going over the middle. He finds Nick Anderson again, this time for the first down. But we are still not using any of those timeouts, so the clock is still running. Arnold out of shotgun looking for another quick pass, and it's another quick one over the middle. That's once again going to be Nick Anderson for a 6-yard play. That will bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Sooners as they run a no-huddle offense. Arnold will come out in shotgun. Gavin Sawchuk is lined up in the backfield. Do we go to him here? 1:20 to play. I would imagine we are going to throw, and that's exactly what we'll do. But we will throw it to Sawchuk, who gets out of bounds for the first down. 1:18 to go from the 40-yard line. Arnold back in shotgun. Will drop back to pass. He's dropping farther back now, going deep downfield, and gets intercepted on the play. Why were we trying to force it downfield? And it may end up being a pick six down the sideline. And no, Jackson Arnold does catch him with 1:08 to play. That does not officially end our season, but it is not looking good right now. Ohio State comes out in a shotgun set from the 35. Hand off the running back, who goes to the outside. He is brought down for just a 2-yard gain, and we will burn our first time out. Now facing a 2nd and 8 from the Sooners' 33-yard line. They come out in shotgun again, once again going to the back, who will try to bounce it to the outside and get a few positive yards if I can talk here. We will burn our second timeout now. Brings up a 3rd and 4 with a minute to play in the game. If they get a first down, it is series over, season over, everything over. Out of a shotgun set, hand off to the back, and he is stopped short of the marker. They will have to kick a field goal. Or at least I thought they would kick a field goal. They are going to go for it here. 57 seconds to go. Up by 3. He sends a man in motion. He will take the snap. They give it to the back, who goes up the middle, and they will get the first down, and that will officially wrap this game up as Ohio State will just take a knee. Following that win, Ohio State would go to the national championship just to lose to Texas A&M 40-28. Now, obviously, that does wrap up this series. I hope no one's super sad that I'm ending it after only 2 seasons. I laid out my reasons in the beginning of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this series. Hopefully you guys stick around and enjoy the other series on this channel. But for now, that's going to wrap this one up.